as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
To throw, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the end. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. Seibert now to kick this thing away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And the Bills first down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 58.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
319. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Come on, fellas.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Third and goal, Gore. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Frank Gore taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Come on, D.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He finds his target, Beckham. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Browns
Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Landry, the intended target. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The end result, 21 yards. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Round 80. I got you.
To throw, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run, it's Gore. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Let's go, folks.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
He's scared.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They run it again with Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though.
Brings up second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
A give running right is Chubb. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Chubb. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.